Hello, I'm Tom Shea. I'm the Vice President and General Manager of Carolina Thomas. Today, we're going to talk about the frontal system of safety on the Saf-T-Liner C2. I'm going to show you how it all works together to protect the children that you transport every day and your drivers. The first thing we're going to talk about is the clamshell, the closed section of steel. To build a clamshell, you have to have expensive stamping equipment. You make an inside part, you make an outside part, you adhere those two pieces of steel together and they form a circle. It's referred to in the industry as a clamshell. It's extremely strong. So in the unlikely event that you have an accident, this steel, the force goes around and it dissipates the force to protect the driver in the passenger compartment. So now that you know what a clamshell is, I'm going to show you that part on the bus. It's this part right here. It's called the A-pillar. So the windshield secures to the A-pillar. So the A-pillar is a clamshell. So then we know that it's an inner and outer section of steel, two pieces put together, and it extends low in the bus all the way up into the roof line and is going to support the windshield to make the bus stronger and safer. The next point we wanted to talk about in our system of safety is the windshield and how it's secured into the bus. There's basically two ways. One is to bond the windshield in. The other is to drop the windshield into a seal. The Saf-T-Liner C2 uses the bonding technology, and I'm going to show you why that makes the vehicle exponentially stronger. All automobiles have bonded windshields. In fact, your service trucks at your garages have bonded windshields. All Thomas buses manufactured today have bonded windshields. Basically, since about 1970, all automobiles and pickup trucks have had bonded windshields because they already knew by then it was exponentially safer. So what is a bonded windshield? Let me show you. Basically, a bonded windshield means that the windshield is secured all the way around its perimeter with a bead of adhesive. You can see this black fretting, and that's basically so you can't see the adhesive. So right here, we already know that this is a clamshell. That's two pieces of steel put together. We already talked about that. And you can see where the windshield is bonded to this A-pillar, the clamshell. Then it's bonded all the way across the top, across the A-pillar on the other side, and then across the vehicle's fence down here. So 360 degrees has adhesive supporting the windshield in the front of the vehicle. Compare the bonded windshield with the older method of installing windshields, and that was setting the windshield in a rubber seal. Sometimes they were called roped-in windshields. So basically, the windshield sets in a rubber seal, and all the way across the bottom of the fence, the weight of the windshield is on that rubber seal. So this is exaggerating to make a point, but what's happening is the windshield is sitting there bouncing up and down, all the weight of the windshield bouncing up and down like this on that rubber seal. That's why you have more breakage in a windshield that's in a rubber seal versus a bonded windshield. You might be wondering why all buses do not have bonded windshields. It's a simple answer. It's because they're not required to by law. Thomas made a huge investment as they were building the vehicle to use bonded windshields. FMVSS actually does not require it on a bus, oddly enough. There are two standards, FMVSS 205 and 212. 205 has to do with penetration through the windshield and what the glass is required to do to keep projectiles from coming through the windshield. And 212 has to do with the retention and the bonding if the vehicle is involved in an accident. According to NHTSA statistics, bonded windshields save 105 lives per year. The advantages of the C2 windshield do not end with bonding. The C2 windshield is what they call continuously curved. The windshield is curved like this and like this, as well as slanted back at the top. Having the windshield slanted at the top allows the bus to deflect debris that would otherwise break a flat windshield. You'll replace one of these windshields to 4 of a windshield that's made of flat glass. We've moved inside the bus now, and I want to show you 2 more clamshell closed section designs that are part of the bus in this front system of safety. First, here is the inside of the A-pillar. We looked at the outside of the A-pillar earlier. This is the inside. It extends from down low up into the roof system. The windshield is bonded to that A-pillar as we've previously discussed. Above the windshield is a large clamshell that forms the exterior roof cap and the interior bulkhead. The inside portion is covered up with trim to make the bus look nice, but the steel is still there underneath. Again, we have an inner and outer piece of stamped steel, and it's formed together and extends across the top of the windshield. So we have clamshell closed sections around the driver's cocoon. These clamshell sections are then tied to the roof system. Take a look at this engineering drawing of a Saf-T-Liner C2 body construction. The front bulkhead clamshell is tied into the roof system superstructure with heavy-duty stampings. You can see where the frontal system connects with the bus roof bows and the roof crash rails. We are going to use a C2 model simulation to show everything that we've learned today and how it all works together to make the safest frontal system in a Type C bus. A bus is typically traveling forward. If it ever leaves its wheels, there's a tremendous amount of force transmitted to the windshield, the A-pillar, and then the roof above the driver. The C2 frontal system of safety is designed to provide maximum protection for the driver and passengers. At Thomas, we've done everything we possibly can to create the safest driver's compartment. Thank you for joining me today as we talked about the frontal system of safety on the Saf-T-Liner C2. The bonded, continuously curved windshield in the clamshell construction is just one of many features that make this the safest Type C bus on the road today.